Hi everybody, my name is Carmen and I'm going to show you one way to add obstacles to your game. Here's a quick demo. So let's get started. So the first two sets of code are base codes, and you can find tutorials for creating a tile map, a player sprite, and life systems in the description. So let's continue with adding obstacles. So again, I want to add obstacles to make my game a little more interesting, and to do that I'm going to start by adding the on-game update block. I'm going to use this one since it runs on an interval of time, and I'm going to change from 500 milliseconds to 1 second or 1000 milliseconds. And I want the obstacles to move toward my player, so I'm going to need to create a projectile. So I'll use the projectile block. Click the gray box. I can create my own, or I can choose from the gallery, and I'm just going to choose from the gallery. I think I'll go with the seaweed. And I want the projectiles to start at random spots on the bottom of the screen. So I'm going to use the pick random block, and try some numbers. -80, we'll set this at 0. Okay, so we have projectiles now, but they're at the top of the screen. So let's change that. Since I want the seaweed to stick up from the bottom of the tile map. And so I'm going to use this block, place my sprite on top of tile map with the column and row, and I'm going to use another pick random block since I wanted the seaweed to kind of just randomly start on places at the bottom. So I'll put in these numbers, kind of random numbers, and I get these numbers from the tile map. And I'm going to change this to projectile. And let's see. So now you can see that the seaweed is coming from, is at the bottom and sticking up across the bottom, kind of in random spots. So last, I need code that shows when the seaweed projectile overlaps with the player, she loses a life. So I have to use the on sprite of kind player overlaps other sprite of kind player block. And I need to add a destroy block as well in here, and I have to change these titles. So I'm going to change this to projectile so that when the player overlaps with the projectile, I'm destroying, and I'm going to name a new variable other sprite. so destroy other Sprite. And then we want her to lose a life, so we'll change life by 1. And so let's see. I'm going to test. So there's seaweed. So there's 1 life lost. There's another life lost. There's another life lost. So that seems to work. The seaweed seems to be moving a little bit slowly, so I'll keep working on that. But this is one way to add obstacles to your game. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.